All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. I am your host, Taylor Coleman. I'm the CEO, lead writer, director, and producer at Crystal Ignition LLC. We are a small independent film and video production company located in Jacksonville, Florida. And on this channel, we talk filmmaking and gaming. So if those two things happen to interest you, do me a favor, consider subscribing to the channel. It costs you nothing and it really helps us out. We are on our way to 100 subscribers, hopefully this year. So if you'd like to help us out, I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, so today we are going to be talking about Xbox. They are raising their prices. And as you can see on the screen, I have an article here from NBC News titled Xbox raises prices on consoles, controllers, headsets due to market conditions. Now, for those of you that may be living under a rock or you just don't watch the news and somehow have not heard about this, our new leader has over here in the United States has decided that he is going to tariff literally every single country in the globe. This is because he does not understand what a trade deficit is. So he's claiming that these countries are, quote unquote, taking advantage of the United States because we run a trade deficit with them. What he doesn't understand is a trade deficit is essentially measuring the difference in what countries purchase and import from each other. So the best way I can describe this is if I go to the store and I buy a Hershey's, I'm now running a deficit with the store because I don't sell anything, right? They sell me the Hershey's, right? That's the best way I can describe that. So in response, he's decided to put something called a tariff. Now, a tariff is just a fancy word for a tax. The other country does not pay the tariff. We pay the tariff. The country that is putting the tariff, you pay it. So the best way I can describe this, I'm going to, try and help you guys understand this because a few of you don't seem to get it, right? Let's just say me here, Crystal Ignition, I'm making a movie or making a project, and I go to one of our good friends at ProAim, for example. ProAim is a company that is based in India. So I say, hey, ProAim, I'd like to purchase one of your sliders. Well, they're going to tell me, well, our slider is usually $199.99, but we're going to have to charge you, 200 and such dollars. And I'm going to say, well, why? They're going to say, well, you have to pay for the slider. You have to pay for the shipping cost. And once it gets to you in the United States of America, you're going to have to pay this tax this import duty, right? So we're going to pass that cost on to you. So you have to pay it. So it makes the prices go up. So, the other country does not pay the tariff. We pay the tariff with higher prices. And as you can see here, getting into the article, Xbox is not immune to this whole tariff situation. So gamers will have to shell out more money for Xbox consoles and controllers amid sweeping global tariffs that have caused prices to rise for American consumers. Wow. The Microsoft-owned video game platform announced Thursday that it has adjusted recommended retail prices for Xbox consoles and controllers worldwide and is preparing to raise prices for some games as well. We understand that these changes are challenging, and they were made with careful consideration given market conditions and the rising costs of development, the company wrote in an announcement. Looking ahead, we continue to focus on offering more ways to play more games across any screen and ensuring value for Xbox players. The expected price for the Xbox Series X console has been upped from $499 to $599, according to updated price recommendations for the United States. The Series X Digital is now priced at $549.99, and the Series X 2TB Galaxy Special Edition will cost $729.99. Now, that's not all, folks. That's not all. They're not done. And prices of the Xbox Series S consoles are increasing $80 to $379.99 for the 512 gigabyte version and $429.99 for the 1 terabyte version. In its announcements, Xbox said the availability of its Series S and X consoles may continue to fluctuate over time depending on the country and individual retailers. So, wireless controllers will also now start at $64.99 for the base model, with prices ranging up to $199.99. So, I don't think I have to read to read the rest of this. Um, this is absurd in many ways. Um, Number one, I think people are already very, very frustrated with this whole tariff situation. We're already getting reports as of the recording of this video that within the coming weeks, either sometime into mid May or at the beginning of June, we are going to start to see empty shelves here in the United States of America because companies cannot pay these increased costs, right? So the products they do have, they're going to raise the price on those. And what they don't have, they're just not going to pay for because they have to make a profit at the end of the day. We live in the United States of America. This is a capitalist country. And the main focus of these big companies is always going to be making a profit. Um, so for many people, you saw with the Switch 2, people were losing their minds. I made a video about that. This is going to make a lot of people very angry because the difference between Xbox and Nintendo is that Nintendo, they have first party games. They tend to put out a lot, um, I would argue, better first party games. Zelda Breath of the Wild, the Pokemon franchise, very popular. Whereas Xbox, they've had some hits and some misses. Halo Infinite was a game that was delayed, so it missed the launch window of the Xbox Series X. So you literally had a flagship console launch without its flagship title, which was a huge, huge blow. Lots of people were very upset about that. You've got Forza, but Forza is kind of always there. And then you had the whole situation with the one vampire game that they had that did not do very well at all. So people are already very frustrated with Xbox. I'm an Xbox fan. I like the console. I prefer it over the PlayStation just because it's like a aesthetic thing. I just prefer the Xbox. It's not because I dislike the PlayStation. I just prefer it personally. Um, so I think this is not going to be very good for them. Um, the Game Pass is a really good value. So I'm wondering then, are they going to raise the price of Game Pass? Because I cannot see many people running out to buy a console that they already feel is not as valuable as something like a Nintendo Switch 2 or a PlayStation 5. Also, considering the fact that um, the number of first party games is just simply not there at the moment. So I'm really curious to see now then the June showcase. I think that is what I'm going to be waiting to see next because I want to see what games they're actually going to have available in the coming months to, try and market this new console and, convince people to purchase this product. And again, with the games, if they're going to be raising the price of some of their games to $79.99, what does that mean for Game Pass? Because I do not think many people have $80 to spend on a video game. There are many children this Christmas, this holiday season, whatever you want to call it, that are not going to be getting what they thought they were going to get. So I've rambled long enough. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you think. Are you frustrated with this? Are you going to be, buying an Xbox or buying any of these physical games? Are you still going to support Xbox in any way? Are you going to keep subscribing to the Game Pass? Um, and yeah, just tell me how you feel about this whole tariff situation because I can tell you, if you can't tell by my face, I am very stressed out. It has been very difficult here at the studio dealing with um, this whole situation when you're trying to, produce film and you have a whole bunch of other things going on. And likewise, for a lot of my cohort, people that I graduated with, people that I work with, um, really not having a fun time right now. So if you liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. It's up to you. And yeah, Have a good day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you all next time.